on, I've got a joke for you before we start the video. What do you call a guy who doesn't get how the internet works?
I don't know. What do you call a guy who doesn't know how the internet works?
Gary Haywood. Scroll down for the same video without the annoying boyo butting in with his tedious commentary. But then it wouldn't be a commentary video, would it? Gary Haywood.
Go nuts on my nuts.
Hello everyone, welcome to another episode of Playing a Blinder with me, the Creaky Blinder. Now I'm afraid, if you're Gary Haywood, you're probably not going to enjoy today's video either, because it's another commentary video, which means that I play some video clips, then I talk about them. And today we're going to be taking a look at Hans Wormhat. So, everybody except Gary Haywood, stick around, you may enjoy it. Tidy!
Hans Wormhat. This is a video about flat earth mocking and how, especially today, mocking flat earth is so popular because more people are talking about flat earth.
Sorry Hans, me old China teapot, but we're going to start this video off with a disagreement. That's not why mocking flat earth is so popular. Mocking flat earth is so popular because there are people like me who can see it for the ridiculous pile of old steaming tosh it is.
They can tell that they're losing the magic of the ball earth, and they got to do damage control. They've been overtime mocking flat earth.
Well, no Hans, I'm afraid the ball earth, as you call it, isn't magic, it's just reality. And if you see reality as magical, then good for you. But the reason I'm here is quite simple. I'm just here to hand out L's. Because anybody who believes the earth is flat is a complete loser.
But the way that Satan always ends up undoing himself, it's obvious now. There's way too much stuff there, way too many people screaming about how dumb flat earthers are. And okay, if I bring this up all the time because I get a lot of hate for the things that I say, obviously.
Well, yeah, obviously. It couldn't possibly be because of the kind of video you make. For example, all the transvestigations you do. And it couldn't possibly be the video where you say volcanoes are fake. Couldn't possibly be any of those things, right?
The thing that I bring up to people all the time, if what you're saying is true, that I'm crazy and I need to go take crazy pills, etc., 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 why are you spending so much time invested coming at me and yelling at me and screaming at me, calling me mean things?
Oh, damn. Sorry, Hans. I feel bad. I feel so guilty that I've made fun of you in the past. How could I? What sort of person does that make me? Oh yeah, that's right, the sort of person that thinks you're a raving nut job and should be banned from YouTube forever.
If you see some schizo on the side of the street blabbing nonsense, you don't go up to him and talk to him and say, you need help, you need to go take meds.
And you wonder why you get so much hate? You do not refer to somebody who's suffering with mental health issues as schizo. It's hugely disrespectful. And if you do bump into a person on the street who does happen to be suffering from schizophrenia, which is a serious mental health issue, they are not putting their ridiculous views on a huge public platform for millions of people to potentially see. So stop being a little bitch about it, Hans. And if you don't like it, there's a really simple solution. Stop uploading videos.
So the reason that people come at you and mock you and tell you, you need to go take meds, you need to go take meds, you need to go to a psychiatrist, I hope you never have children, they're just trying to shame you.
Now, people from my community may do a lot of things which are aimed towards flat earthers and people like you, Hans, but shaming you? No, we don't need to. You do an excellent job of that for yourselves.
They don't really believe those things.
No? If that's what you need to tell yourself to sleep at night, go for it.
Just the example I gave, do you think that the type of person that comes up to you and screams at you because of your beliefs, that you need help, etc., 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 do you think that they really believe that way, or do you think that they're just coming from a place of anger? And I think it makes it really obvious.
Well, I can only speak for myself, obviously, but flat earthers don't make me angry. I think they're pathetic little losers, and they really need to grow up and get a grip on reality. So, my videos are never angry. I just enjoy pointing and laughing at people like you, Hans.
If you just follow any movement, like flat earth movement or anything like that, it makes it so obvious that people are just illuminated into positions. Patricia Steer is ridiculous, but they're a crazy looking...
Patricia Steer isn't even involved in the flat earth community anymore. But let's assume she still was, and let's go on to assume that she is transsexual, which she clearly isn't. What difference would that make anyway? Because as far as I know, Patricia Steer left the flat earth movement because Mark Sargent was trying to slide into her DMs and her pants.
That's why they got pushed into the spotlight. It's not like they had anything interesting to say. What do these shills do? They spend hours and hours drinking alcohol and blabbing and making drama about nothing. None of those people did anything interesting.
Drinking alcohol and blabbing? What's that got to do with anything? But I got to admit, I do agree with you when you say that they never did anything interesting. But I will defend flat earthers here. What can you possibly say that would be interesting about things that you make up on the spot? Fantasy? Make-believe? That can only be made so interesting if you expect people to believe what you're saying.
Oh, their arguments are so bad. Well, stop listening to the crazy ones. The ones that are obviously put there to be crazy.
You know, I never truly understood the meaning of irony until just then, when Hans Wormhat referred to flat earthers, of which he is one, as crazy.
Scientism believers, they're totally blind to their own assumptions.
Now, I have absolutely no clue why flat earthers insist on referring to scientism as if it's a discipline like science. All scientism is like the thoughts or characteristics of something a scientist may say. For example, when I use the word tidy, that's what's known as a Welshism. So when a scientist is talking about something science-based, that would be scientism.
If there's any silver lining to the flat earth movement, it's that I can use it to shame my creationist relatives. Here you go. It's a topic of shame. You don't believe in evolution? Seriously? I guess you're a flat earther too. This gets brought up all the time.
And there's a really good reason why it gets brought up all the time, Hans. It's because most people that believe in flat earth are religious people, and therefore they believe in creationism, not evolution. There was no magical couple appeared and created the whole of mankind. We evolved. Get used to it. And before anybody decides to jump down to the comment section and be like, "Oh, Creaky, you always pick on religious people. Boo-hoo." No, I don't always pick on religious people. But the problem is, a lot of the people that believe in flat earth are religious people. And a lot of people that don't believe in evolution are religious people. In fact, they're only religious people, because why would anyone else believe in creationism? The point I'm trying to make has completely escaped me. No, I've just remembered the point. The point is, the reason religious people will not agree with evolution is because evolution removes the need for a god.
Flat earth is one of the ultimate, you're a lunatic if you believe X. So many comments in here kept saying, we can undeniably prove the earth is round. Undeniable proof that the earth is round. Okay, where is it?
It's everywhere, Hans, and that is one of the single most stupid comments any flat earther can make. Just go to the harbour, go and stand on a beach, watch boats disappear over the horizon. How do they do that? I wonder. Oh yeah, we wouldn't even have a horizon if the earth was flat, would we? You absolute spanner. Look up at the stars. Watch an eclipse. Another simple proof. And if you're feeling really ambitious, you could always buy a weather balloon, strap a GoPro to it, and send it skyward. They're not that expensive. In January 2017, University of Leicester students strapped some cameras to a weather balloon and sent it skyward. The balloon rose to 77,429 feet, or 23.6 kilometers, above the surface of the Earth, well above the level needed to view the planet's curves. And lo and behold, this was the pictures that were sent back. Curve. The fact that flat earthers choose to call bullshit on every single piece of evidence we provide doesn't make it any the less true.
Why don't you hand me some of that undeniable proof? They never have any proof. They just say it's undeniable. Undeniable proof the earth is round, over and over and over, without actually giving any examples. not only is there no evidence supporting their views, to me it's just crazy how they are just blinded. These people probably believe the BS that's coming out of their mouth for the most part. I think when you're dealing with an awake person who knows the truth, I think those are the people that are making tongue-in-cheek jokes about it, and ones like this is just some automaton drone invert, I believe.
Now, woke is one of those words that we all hear being thrown around on the internet. Oh, I'm woke because I believe the earth is flat. I'm woke because of this. I'm woke because of that. The word you're looking for should be broke, not woke, because if your mind can't think logically and think like a normal person, then your mind is broken. So you're not woke.
They just spout stuff. Not only is there no evidence supporting their views, they probably haven't spent more than 5 minutes researching flat earth, to be honest.
I personally wouldn't waste 5 seconds researching flat earth because the earth isn't flat. And the problem is when you refer to research, all that means is watching YouTube videos. And the only videos you flat earthers want to watch are videos from other flat earthers. Now, far be it from me to throw accusations around, but I say that was a pretty biased viewpoint.
So look, here we have another example of somebody saying there's affirmative and easily obtainable evidence contradicting their views. Like what? Like the Big Bang Theory bouncing a laser off the moon? Because NASA laid a mirror there? Ridiculous.
And why is that ridiculous, Hans? Is it because it goes against everything you believe in? Or because you know that if you were to do that, it would provide you personally with irrefutable evidence that the Earth is a globe? And that the moon is up there? Because that's another thing. Some of you flat earthers don't even believe the moon is real.
It's cringy. It's really cringy. And it's because they do it over the top, campy, and stupid to mock people. It's part of the mocking, to make it crazy.
How can a mirror being left on the moon be cringy and camp? What could possibly be camp about a mirror?
It's very easy to prove that the Earth is not flat. Okay, why aren't you proving it for me then? Give me the proof. Where was the prove the Earth is curved day in class? I missed that.
We teach children in school about the natural world. We teach children about reality, not fantasy like flat Earth. So the fact that you missed it, to be honest with you, based on everything Hans Wormhat has to say, I think he missed school, full stop, or period, for my American chums, because he doesn't seem to know anything about anything.
And in fact, I see a lot of people going way out of their way to hoax the fact that it's round, and it's obvious.
Wait for it, it's coming. I can feel it in my bones.
The NASA stuff is really obvious Photoshop nonsense. They wouldn't have to do that if their outer space fantasy land was real.
See. Oh, I felt sure he was going to say it.
They wouldn't have to make every satellite image on Google
CG. Oh, come on, I just want him to say it.
Cartoon image. And it just goes into the mocking. They don't even try to hide it. It's just that they know that nobody is going to go against the grain. Almost nobody is going to go against the grain and research these things. And even if you find it, what? You're going to start talking. Anybody that's had an awakening experience, you'll see that.
CGI. Sorry, I couldn't resist. I know he didn't say it, but CGI.
The real truth. That's what do these people think truth is?
Truth is just when something is in accordance with fact or reality. The exact opposite of flat earth. Tidy! If it's your first time here, don't forget to give the video a like, assuming that you did like it, obviously, and if you would be kind enough to share it for me as well, it really, really helps the channel grow. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button, turn on bell notifications. If you do want to follow me outside of YouTube, you can find me as @TheCreakyBlinder on all social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, blah de blah blah. I will see you all next time. Take care, cheers guys, and bye bye.